What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Plugin Tut, your home for handcrafted WordPress plugin tutorials. And if you thought we were done with the 2020 default theme, you are sadly mistaken. This time, we're taking us down a 7-path journey. We're looking at the top 7 contact forms and how they react to the 2020 theme, because not all forms are made the same. Not all forms display the same. There's some nuances there. There's some styling changes. There's adopting and inheriting button styles, form field styles, a whole bunch of things. And how I set this up in this particular demo is top 7 plugins for contact forms. And 6 of them are in the WordPress.org repo, and the 7th one, Gravity Forms, is a premium-only plugin. And we just made the most basic contact forms that you could. So just a basic contact form that some of them come preloaded with, or I just made by quickly adding name, contact information, and a paragraph field. And then I placed them on individual pages in the 2020 theme. And now we're going to take a look at how they react. It's kind of interesting to see 7 contact forms in my WordPress dashboard. Not too different to some clients that I've used to work with in the past. Let's start with the first one, Gravity Forms. And here's the interesting thing. Gravity Forms displayed, it was a broken display by default. So you can see here this one contact form that's way off to the left, and this contact form that's aligned nice right in the center. And just pay attention to the styling of contact forms as we move through them, and I'll do a super quick recap at the end so you can see them all. And here's what I found. Without diving into source code and inspecting elements, because I try to approach this as if you were just a brand new user to WordPress, you're not going to really know about all the ins and outs of CSS, HTML, PHP, things like that. But when I am looking at my contact form in the back, Gravity Forms that is, in the editor, it looks fine, looks great, no problem. But what I found was if I just inserted Gravity Forms, let's go ahead and remove this block. I'm going to update it, preview it so we can see this step by step. Okay, so here's the one that works. And if I just were to add Gravity Forms in with the block, apparently okay, there it is. So Gravity Forms, even with the experimental Gutenberg block, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to use the regular one at first. Contact form, update, preview that. You can see it throws it out of the container. So this is either a mismatch of stylings with 2020 or Gravity Forms. There's something colliding there that's not making this work out correctly. And I did switch themes to test this out. I tried the Astra theme, and I also tried Anders Norn other theme, Chaplin theme, and it worked fine. It's just particularly 2020 at this case. So how did I get this to work? Well, I used the new group block that's inside of Gutenberg, well, inside of your new WordPress 5.3. And you can see right up here, I dropped the form in the group block. And when I did it that way, it worked fine. And that's the correct form layout that you see here, right? Nice and in the container of the content. So Gravity Forms out of the box, if you just dropped it in 2020, you're going to have a little bit of an issue there with the alignment. But if you drop it in a group block, here we are, looks great, and it adopts the button styling of 2020. So that's a positive. And the contact fields look pretty good. There's some pretty good spacing within the form titles. Now, this is getting very nuanced, but these are the things that matter when you're importing your or embedding your contact forms on a site and you don't want to mess with the styles. Let's move over to Ninja Forms and see what that looks like. So I have them all up in the navigation there, so that we can kind of see these things side by side. I will open up that Gravity Forms one more time. So you can already see there's some subtle differences in the way that these contact forms are styled. So as we make this as we transfer across all of these plugins, do pay attention to that. So Gravity Forms, minimalistic style, Ninja Forms, and it adds a little bit of weight to the fields. It puts a gray background in all of these, and you can kind of see what that error message looks like. And it does not adopt the button styling. It's just a sort of gray button styling. Now, again, I keep having to preface this just in my own mind. I can picture people typing in YouTube right now. You can adjust these stylings. Some of these plugins have add-ons. Some of them come with styling features built right in. You could write your own HTML and CSS. I'm just trying to show you this stuff out of the box. This is what a basic contact form in Ninja Forms looks like. We're going to move over to Formidable Forms. And you can see it takes an even lighter weight approach to the contact form. Very stark styling with this contact form. Everything's nice and tight and real small fields. So a big difference from what Ninja Forms does. WP Forms. Now, WP Forms had this same exact issue as Gravity Forms had. It broke out of the container. It threw the contact form all the way to the left. And when I put it inside of a group block, it worked out fine. But you can kind of see the difference here from Ninja Forms to Formidable to WP Forms. Again, no button styling and very minimalistic on the fields. We'll take a look at the Jetpack. Jetpack plugin contact form worked really well. I mean, you have to set it up a little bit differently. You set an email address per block, so it's kind of minimalistic in the sense of you're not going to do all these other crazy things that you might do with add-ons and integrations with other contact forms, but it still works pretty good. And if you're using Jetpack, then there it is. This is what it looks like. It looks actually really good. I would say that on the styling end of using a contact form with 2020, Jetpack ranks either number 1 or 2 in terms of just how it looks with 2020. Contact Form 7, again, broke that styling. I would have to put it inside of a group block. And the one major difference between this and the competitors is I have to use a shortcode with Contact Form 7, unless I'm just completely missing Contact Forms. I don't see it in the drop down. I have Jetpack, I have Gravity, I have WP Forms, I have Formidable Forms, and just so you get a sense of that, even let's say Ninja Forms, when you click these, you can just click in and hit the add form. And these are how most of them work with Gutenberg these days. Same thing, Gravity Form, I can select it. If I want to actually just get rid of this, just show you just another example, WP Forms. Shows a little WP Forms logo, and I select the block from that. So everyone else is sort of moving to having that sort of block selector, a very minute thing, but it still is something that as all of these plugins start to adopt Gutenberg, Contact Form 7 is slightly lacking in that category. You have to use a shortcode. But that's the way Contact Form 7, I guess, has been widely perceived as like this ultra lightweight, contact form that's actually widely adopted. Let's move on to Caldera. And Caldera sets their base form as, they just take a different style. Everybody just sort of stacks the fields. Caldera Forms puts all of the fields in a horizontal row, first name, last name, email, and then it uses these horizontal rules, which styling, I should say, that you might not like. I mean, this is styling that is in between posts on the archive pages of the 2020 theme. So you kind of see that little horizontal rule with the little slashes in them between posts on an archive page. They're adopting that. They're using the same styles within these fields. These are things that you can, again, edit, remove. But by default, maybe you don't like it, or maybe you do. And that's the reason why you pick Caldera here. So let's go through them one more time. Gravity Forms, this is what it looks like. Adopts the button. Ninja Forms, very basic but bold, I guess you would say. Formidable Forms, pretty stark but manageable. It's a contact form. WP Forms, again, aside from the adding things in the group block, very basic, doesn't adopt the submit button. Jetpack has that same boldness like a WP Forms. It doesn't put that background in the fields, but it adopts the submit button and it keeps things nice and clean. Contact Form 7. I'm going to leave that page. Again, super lightweight, adopts the send or the button styling, but no real formatting on the field headers. And of course, you have to put it in a block. And then Caldera, probably the most unique out of the most basic setups of contact forms. Has a nice little stylings in there if you like that, and some header tags within the sections of this form. So that is all of the top 7. All of the top 7? That doesn't make sense. It makes here are the top 7 contact forms across to the 2020 theme. I just thought it was an interesting test just to see how these forms react to 2020 theme and how 2020 uses these form plugins within the styling pages or the pages throughout the theme. So fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed this episode. What other form plugins are you using? These are the top 7 that I know of. If you got some others out there that you're using, let me know. Maybe you're using what's built in with like a Beaver Builder or an Elementor or a Breezy or a Divi or whatever your favorite page builder is. Let me know in the comments below. It's plugintut.com, plugintut.com/subscribe to join that mailing list. Thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe, share this channel with others in the WordPress community. I'd really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.